Hello everyone, Alexandra Abramova is here with you, and the next edition of the Sportlife program is on the air. On the night of April 9th at the UFC 273 tournament in Jacksonville, USA, a rematch of Russian fighter Peter Yan and American Aljamain Sterling took place. Unfortunately, our compatriot failed to win the long-awaited battle with Sterling. Following the results of 5 full rounds, the judges decided not in favor of Yan. Recall that the fight was the co-main event of the evening and the UFC winner's belt was at stakes. The situation around the results of the fight caused the resonance among MMA fans around the world. Experts believe that Peter was openly sued. There were also harsher comments that Yan was literally robbed. At the end of the event at the press conference, even Dana White himself spoke as follows: "I think that judges blew that one. I got 3-2 rounds in favor of Peter." The controversial decision was handed down by judges Sal D'Amato and Eliseo Rodriguez. The second was judging in the UFC for the first time in 5 years. Sal D'Amato is a judge who has long been criticized and asked not to be hired within the framework of UFC events. Sal has already made a strange decision in favor of Jack Hermanson in a duel with Sean Strickland last February. However, it is not necessary to exclude some mistakes on the part of Yan himself during duel. If the forbidden blow in the first fight could still be called a simple mistake, then turning your back to Aljamain in attempts to interrupt the passage to legs this evening is already a tactical mistake, which eventually became fatal. Nevertheless, even taking into account all of the above mentioned, according to experts, Yan still had to win both the first and second duels. After the defeat, Peter addressed to his subscribers. Hello friends. Thanks to everyone for your support. You guys text me and cheer me up. Yet the fight did not turn out to be in our favor. We will move on, won't give up, life doesn't end there. We will fight some more. We hope that the story of these two fighters will not end there, and that in the nearest future we will be able to see a new fight after which Yan will take the status of the UFC champion. Meanwhile, at the same UFC 273 tournament, another of our compatriots on the country was lucky enough to get the victory, despite the replacement of the opponent that became known a week ago. Alexey Oleynik was able to strangle Gerard Londera at the end of the first round and to win his 60th anniversary victory. This match was the 77th in professional career of the athlete and the first successful one after 3 defeats since August last year. The fighter dedicated this success to his wife, Tatiana Oleynik, by writing a post on his personal page in the social network. We congratulate Alexey with a confident victory. We cannot fail to mention another, now the upcoming event. On the night of April 16 till 17, Gadzhi Omargadzhiev, who competed in the MMA Series at the 20th tournament, will make his debut in the UFC. Then, as part of the main fight, an athlete from the Universal Fighters Club defeated Vladimir Vasiliev by a decision of the judges, following the results of 3 full rounds. In total, Gadzhi has 13 wins and 0 losses. Gadzhi got the right to make his debut in the most famous American MMA organization thanks to his victory over Jensen Silva at the Dana White Challenger Series in October last year. Omargadzhiev will perform as part of the main card of the UFC Vegas 51 event and will share the cage with the middleweight from Brazil, Caio Borralho, who leads a series of 8 victories. We wish Gadzhi Omargadzhiev good luck and in the future the signing of a contract with the world's leading promotion. Very soon, on April 15, the long-awaited, loudest and most anticipated event of spring, MMA Series-50 Grand Arena will take place at the Great Moscow Circus on Vernadsky Avenue. The audience is waiting for an incredible show where professional sports will perform in tandem with fascinating circus performances staged under the guidance of legendary Zapashny brothers. All information about the purchase of tickets for the event and the live broadcast is available on the MMA-series.com website and in our social networks. Hurry up to become a part of the grand celebration, and now I'll tell you about the final card of the tournament. As part of the evening, the audience is waiting for 4 super bouts and 6 main card fights. The main event of the evening will be the fight defense of the title of silver belt holder of one of the most famous fighters of the series, Yakov Yakimov. The athlete has 7 duels in our tournaments and all of them were victorious. Yako's first appearance in the octagon of the series took place in June of the 20th year at the 7th tournament where Hatsiev Zurab was defeated by technical knockout at the 59th second of the fight. After almost 2 years from the beginning of his journey on the MMA series side, Mahmoud Mondo will become Mikhimov's new opponent with a record of 7-2, representing Egypt. It is worth noting that Mahmoud always completed his bouts ahead of schedule, winning by knockouts and submissions. The Egyptian will fight for the first time at the MMA tournaments in Russia. The Murom Conor McGregor Sergey Barbashev from the Mullet Club, who is loved by all viewers and fans of the MMA series, will also have a serious test of strength. After losing at Barriga last May, Barbashev returned to the very beginning of his winning path. In July, at the 37th tournament, he closed his defeat in a duel against Alexander Balaur with a knockout in the second round. Then Sergey secured his result twice at the 43rd and the 47th events of the series, winning convincing victories. Now Barbashev will have to overcome the most experienced and most dangerous opponent in his entire career, Omargadzhiev Tursunbek, with a record of 16-7 from Kyrgyzstan to finally gain the coveted bronze belt. Alexander Podmarov, a pupil of the Storm Shlemenko fight team, will enter the cage of the series for the 4th time. In total, the fighter won 2 victories on our side and once finished the fight with a draw. The last appearance of the athlete in series took place in May last year at the 33rd Super event in Barriga, where following the results of 3 full rounds, Podmarov defeated Ruslan Medjidov. Subsequently, this fight was included in the list of nominees for Fight of the Year title in the framework of the MMA-TV.com Awards 2021. At the upcoming tournament on April 15, Alexander's opponent will be Iranian athlete Nouri Amin with a record of 6-1. These are the exciting and intriguing duels that await us as part of the super fights of the upcoming tournament. Meanwhile, the main card promises to be no less interesting. At the 50th anniversary event of Grand Arena, the semifinals of the Grand Prix will be held in 2 weight categories, up to 77 and up to 105 kilograms. For Dmitry Andrushko, a pupil of the Root Boxing and Samsung clubs, the 49th event was the 5th entry into the series cage, while the fighter did not suffer a single defeat on our side. The athlete won his last victory in the Grand Prix quarterfinal in the category up to 105 kilograms in a fight against Bachu Mihai from Moldova by a submission in the first round. In the semifinals, the athlete will fight with the representative of Storm Club, Denis Arkhiriev. At the 49th event, Denis managed to close his defeat, received in a fight with Oleg Popov at the 7th tournament of the series. In the quarterfinals of the Grand Prix, his opponent was the Iranian fighter Nimati Puria. Arkhiriev won by technical knockout in the first minute, the 32nd in the initial round. In the category up to 77 kilograms in the semifinals of the Grand Prix will meet Islam Kamaldinov and Maxim Viktorev. Islam Kamaldinov did not hold his first performance in the series quite successfully, giving victory to Alexey Shurkevich at the 33rd Super event in Barriga. Then he closed the defeat in December at the 46th tournament, and in the end of February at the 49th event, he consolidated the result by winning the Grand Prix quarterfinal in the fight against Elvin Rajapov. Islam's opponent Maxim Viktorev defeated Alexey Belobardin by technical knockout in the first round of the 48th Fight Riot tournament. In total, the athlete has 3 winning performances in the series. At the same time, none of Viktorev's fights went beyond the initial 5 minutes. In other battles of the upcoming Super Tournament main card, no less interesting fights are waiting for us. Let's start with the lightest weight category, where the cage will be divided by 2 extremely experienced fighters, one of whom has long been familiar to our viewers. The Tajik fighter from the young club Bakhtavar Dominator Yunusov has 5 wins in the series and 6 in his career, with 0 in the defeat column. This time, the opponent of the Dominator will be the Kyrgyz athlete Sadik Uğurluğuruzgildi, who has not yet performed on our side but has a record of 8 wins and 3 losses. Let's see if Bakhtavar will be able to continue his winning streak and to defeat a more experienced opponent. In the featherweight category, we will see the 7th performance of Ilya Varvarsky in the series. In total, a pupil of the Root Boxing and Spartak Kaluga clubs took 3 victories on our side and held the same number of draw matches. Ilya's last appearance in the octagon of the series took place on November of the 21st, where following the results of 3 full rounds, the judges gave him a victory over Vyacheslav Geraskin. Varvarsky's new opponent will be Tajik fighter Amirali Saidashurov with a 7-4 record, who has not yet performed in the series. Women's fights are always the decoration of any sports tournament. As part of the 50th anniversary event, 2 excellent fighters, Svetlana Kirillova and Vladlena Petrova, will make their professional MMA debut. Let's see who will be able to start their way in the world of big sports with a victory. In any case, we wish both girls good luck. The pupil of the Kyrgyz club Iram, Ali Mashrapov, who has 18 professional fights on his account, 10 of which were successful, will enter the octagon charged with victory. Since June 21st, after losing at the 34th tournament of the series to Alexander Duramanov, Ali has lost twice more. Shakhurbek Abdulvaliyev, with a 5-0 record, who has not yet performed on our side, will become a new opponent with whom Ali will have to try his luck. The upcoming anniversary MMA Series-50 super event promises to be hot and memorable. By the way, it is on this evening that the long-awaited announcement of the voting results of MMA-TV.com Awards 2021 will take place, which all viewers of the TV channel will be able to see as part of the full broadcast of the 50th event on April 23rd at 7 p.m. Alexandra Abramova was here with you. See you on the air.